Hey, my name is Messy Jeb. I write with Vigil on Sargeras, and today I'm going to give you a short guide on how to play the Soul Conduit build in 7.2 Nighthold. I'm going to give you guys a short relic guide, a short stat guide, and just show you the talents I'm using, and then I'm going to show you a bit of the rotation. If I'm not good enough or I don't explain it well enough, just let me know in the comments and I'll update it later. So first things first, I'm going to give you guys kind of what your artifact weapon should look like. Once you have all these filled out and you've gotten all of these, then you can start putting in your fourth traits over here. You're going to want to start with your Perdition after the gold trait, and then Shadowy Incantations, and then Inherently Unstable, and then Inimitable Agony, and then Hideous Corruption. You're going to want all those, and then you're good to go. Relics you're going to want are Perdition relics. They drop from Vault of the Wardens, as well as they drop from High Botanist Talarn in the Nighthold. Stats that you're going to be wanting to kind of stick around is Mastery, and then Haste, and then Crit. My stats are a little bit weird, and that's because Affliction's stats are just so, like, the stat weights are so close together that it's really, you really have to try to sim it. I'm going to be making a simulation guide, so you guys can actually, like, look into it and see what the actual perfect stats are for what the gears, or what gear is best on your character. But for now, Mastery, Haste, and then Crit. Alright. So first things first, I'm going to throw up a pull timer and I'm going to give you guys a short tutorial on how to open with this talent build. Malefic Graph's Contagion, Siphon Life, Supremacy, and Soul Conduit. You have to have these perfectly or this build is just not going to work out for you. You want to make sure you have Malefic Graphs. You're going to make sure you have Contagion. You want Siphon Life, Supremacy, and Conduit. So I'm going to throw up a pull timer. You want to use your pre-pot around 3 seconds or closer to 0. You want to get as close to pulling as you can. Confidently in a pug, I'd say 3. For me, I can pull right at 0. You want to open with your Agony, and then your Corruption, and then your Siphon Life, and then you want to use 2 Unstable Afflictions, and then you just want to drain it. You want to wait until your Agony is at 10, and that's when you start to pop your Reaps. So you refresh on the pandemic timers, which is about 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and 5 seconds. So this means that the duration from the previous dot gets added on. And then as soon as you've refreshed your dots, you want to pop your 2 UAs, or 3 if you have enough, and then keep going. You only pop 3 if you have 4 here. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm refreshing my dots, and then I'm using 1, I have 3, and then 2, and I have 2 fuse, so I have only to 2. Because if I use too many, I'm going to just like starve myself, and it's going to just really hurt my DPS for future rotations. That's kind of how you do it. If you're low on mana, or if you want to like maintain your mana during the fight, just tap before you're refreshing your dots, and then you can kind of have like, you just gain more. You do that for like 2 rotations. But once again, I'll reiterate: Agony, Corruption, Siphon Life, and then use Agony, or UA, still not at 3. Oh, and I'm at 3. So exactly, you want to always have 3. If you want to dump 4 because you are still at 4 and you don't want to like shard cap yourself, just keep going. It's very efficient. You kind of want to stick around 3 because if you're using 3, then you're not missing a UA. Because how it works is if you don't have enough haste, then you kind of lose an entire UA's tick. If you have 4, right? Because you're casting it 3 times, you lose that time channeling on the drain, or channeling your drain on them, and you lose that time casting the 4th. You lose an entire like UA's worth of time casting 4 UAs. During Bloodlust, you can kind of get away with it because if you have a huge damage increase, you're generating more shards. If you get a Whispers proc, you can kind of get away with it, but generally, you'd want to find a balance for your character that makes it so you're never out of shards, but you also are never capped. You don't want to be stuck with 5 soul shards on every drain, but you also don't want to be, at 1. You don't want to pop a 1 at a time, or like you're only able to have 2 and then you have 1. You don't want to starve yourself. That's kind of the entire rotation. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna just do a little bit of the rotation just to give you an idea of it. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate any kind of feedback. If you have questions about the rotation that I didn't cover, if there's something that you didn't pick up on, just let me know. Ask in the comments. I'll reply as soon as possible. You can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/messygeb. On Tuesdays to Thursdays from 7 to 11 p.m. I'll be rating Nighthold. I'm currently 8 out of 10, so you'll see some Ellison progression most likely on the Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, thanks for the watch, and I'm going to do a little bit of the rotation for you.